Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? Where did you think you could go? Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But in the end, you got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. I am the Pibman, you are the Pibman, and this is Pibman Games, and we are live in Indianapolis. And here we are ringside with the 2018 Royal Rumble winner, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had a horrible night last weekend at Fastlane, and we are about to listen in about what he has to say with it. Kevin Owens not happy about having to defend his right to face Roman Reigns at Wrestlemania. Him and most consider it to be a little bit unfair. Take nothing away from Braun Strowman, though, who did defeat Kevin Owens fair and square to earn this opportunity. And now we are being joined by John Cena, and I quite frankly do not have a single clue why this man is on his way to the ring here, and I'm sure Kevin Owens feels the exact same way. John Cena is here. We are about to hear what he has to say about all of this.
In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. A franchise doing big business, I live this is automatic.
This crowd is electric. Not last night, last week. Kevin Owens does have a point. John Cena does not have a match for WrestleMania. Wow, the stakes are high. Kevin Owens accepting the challenge of John Cena, but if he loses, Cena has to miss WrestleMania altogether. But now tonight, in our main event, the Raw Women's Championship is on the line when Alexa Bliss meets Charlotte. Also tonight, we will hear from Bray Wyatt, as promised last week on Pibman Games. But right now, it is time for some one-on-one action between Matt Hardy and Seth Rollins. It was last week in the main event of Monday Night Raw that we saw a triple threat match between three men that seemingly had no road to WrestleMania. It was Seth Rollins taking on Bobby Roode and his opponent tonight, Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy was able to get the pinfall on Bobby Roode, making him the winner of the match. Now, although the WrestleMania implications of this is unknown, it certainly didn't help for either man to lose. And now tonight, Rollins looks to get payback here on Matt Hardy after not being involved in the decision last week. But now it's time to get woken, as woken Matt Hardy makes his way to the ring area right now. That was a huge victory last week for Matt Hardy. First big victory since his return here to WWE Pibman Games. Matt Hardy sealing the deal with a twist of fate. And now you can say his fate is to go on to WrestleMania and have just yet another WrestleMania moment. That is what all these men here on the roster are searching for. And we will see what this can do for them as we start the match here. These two are going to lock up quickly as they lock horns. Matt Hardy driving Seth Rollins into the corner here. It is a clean break there by the referee, and these two men are free. But here they go again, locking up, and this time Rollins able to overpower Hardy. Referee here trying for the break. And Matt with a cheap shot there to Seth Rollins, and he does not look happy about it. It's not very often we see either of these men go for any underhanded tactics, but like I said, the stakes are high. WrestleMania is on the horizon, and it won't be long before we're there. And you are going to have to do whatever it is to get to WrestleMania, to make sure that you cement your legacy here in the world of sports entertainment, the world of all professional wrestling. It doesn't get any bigger than WrestleMania, and both of these men realize it. So they're going to take it balls to the wall. And now Rollins with reversal into the leg sweep there. And now Seth Rollins is going to take control here in this matchup. As I said before, oh man, yet another Russian leg sweep, but this time delivered by Matt Hardy. Seth Rollins was not involved in the finish of last week's main event, as Hardy was able to pin Matt Hardy there with the elbow, and now he gets the crowd behind him, which is something that he certainly has a past in. Matt Hardy, one of the most popular superstars in all of wrestling history, going for the cover there, and it's to no avail. Just a one. What in the hell is going on here? I told you Bobby Roode is the man that Matt Hardy beat last week, and now his music's playing. He's in the ring. Roode. The ref is distracted, and there is Bobby Roode with the pump handle slam. And I don't think Seth Rollins understood what happened. He was down. And now he's going to go for the cover on Matt Hardy, who's down. Oh my goodness. Seth Rollins just unknowingly screwed Matt Hardy. Bobby Roode. Why did he do that? I have no clue why Bobby Roode would intervene himself into this matchup. And now it looks like Rollins is watching the replay on the screen, and he realizes what has happened here, what has transpired at the hands of Bobby Roode. He went for the cover, not knowing why Hardy was down, and it played out in his favor. But here, Bobby Roode and Rollins in the ring here. And they look to be having an argument here. Seth Rollins did not seem happy about what just took place, and I can't help but think that the rivalry between, I guess, all three of these competitors is going to continue on as we head into WrestleMania. But there are other roads to WrestleMania, and here we are seeing an example of one as Bray Wyatt makes his way to the ring. At Fastlane, we saw some pretty controversial things go on. Shinsuke Nakamura, the former partner, I guess you would say, of Bray Wyatt, walked out on Bray Wyatt during their tag match against the New Day. Shinsuke Nakamura has been showing all sorts of weird behavior ever since being introduced to the New Day's power of positivity. I'm not an expert, but it seems like that was able to break the spell of sorts that Bray Wyatt was able to have on Shinsuke Nakamura. We have yet to see Shinsuke since the events, and we haven't heard anything from Bray Wyatt either. Tonight's going to be the first that we hear from Wyatt about the issue. And the question yet again is, where is Shinsuke? What has happened with Shinsuke? And what is going to happen between these two individuals? Because I can assure you, Bray Wyatt is not happy in the slightest about what has transpired between the two since the introduction of the power of positivity. The crowd not so happy with Bray Wyatt. Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura is one of the most popular superstars in all of WWE. Disturbing, cryptic message here tonight from Bray Wyatt. I don't know what to say.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Here on his way to the ring now is The Miz, and we have yet to see The Miz since his, I want to say disappointing, but that may be an understatement, his embarrassing loss at Fastlane in the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship between The Miz, Jinder Mahal, and Sami Zayn. The Miz talked a big game going into the matchup, but within 2 minutes, The Miz losing at his own game as Jinder Mahal was able to roll up The Miz and reserve his spot as the Intercontinental Champion heading into WrestleMania. The Miz has not been in a good mood since these events, quite frankly, cannot blame him. I would not want to be the Miz in that situation. I have a feeling he's going to let us all know exactly what he thinks about it right now. Sami Zayn did not let The Miz go on for very long. Of course, we've seen a heated rivalry between these two. And Sami Zayn is not going to let Miz make up any more excuses. Zayn is out here, ready right now. Sami Zayn issues the challenge here. The crowd wants it. And quite frankly, so do I. We are going to get things started here. The referee's out here. The bell is rang. And here we go. Things are getting ready to go. The winner of this matchup will face Jinder Mahal at WrestleMania. The Miz believes that he is the better man compared to Sami Zayn. The Miz did defeat Sami Zayn in their last #1 contenders matchup. But it was at the hands of the Miz. He rolled up Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn did not see it coming, and a lot of people would say maybe it was a fluke. Sami Zayn is a very accomplished in-ring competitor. He is very, very talented. But the one thing is, Sami Zayn has never won a championship in WWE. That is the one thing that has eluded him since his debut here just a couple of years ago. Tonight, The Miz is going to try and keep Sami Zayn from that dream of his. And hopefully going to try to defeat Sami Zayn just one more time. This rivalry is all about whether or not either man deserves it. Sami Zayn, of course, just a second ago saying maybe The Miz doesn't deserve a shot at the Intercontinental Championship after the embarrassing loss that he suffered at Fastlane. But of course, The Miz can say maybe you don't deserve a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, especially since I hold a victory over you. Now, I will give Miz props. The Miz Taraj has not been at his side after Sami Zayn had called him out about not being able to get his own business done. And tonight, once again, without the added stipulation from the general manager, Kurt Angle, The Miz is out here all alone. We are going to see truly which man is better as these two men compete in competition, one-on-one, no interruptions. The cover there And it's just a 2 count. The Miz is unable to put Sami away. The Miz is a former 8-time Intercontinental Champion. And that 9th championship would certainly put him in talks as one of the best Intercontinental Champions in the history of all of WWE. Here's The Miz, though, with a roll-up the same way that The Miz lost to Jinder Mahal. But here's the reversal, and this is exactly what The Miz lost with. And there is the kick out by Sami Zayn. He is able to break out of it. He saw it once, he's not going to fall for it like The Miz did at Fastlane, where The Miz lost at his own game. Sami Zayn knocked from the inside of the ring to out of it here by The Miz. Now the ref going to hold The Miz back, let Sami Zayn catch his breath as he looks to enter this ring once again. But The Miz not going to be stopped here by the referee. The referee going to let this action go. The Bulldog sends Sami Zayn's skull into the floor. Ref up to a 3 count here. You have until the count of 10 to enter the ring. Irish whip by both men here, as Sami Zayn is able to take control here from the outside. And Sami, oh my goodness, Blue Thunderbomb on the outside of the ring, slams him down on the floor. And The Miz may be in deep trouble here. What a move there by Sami Zayn as he sends The Miz into the ring now. They're both fighting inside the ring. But maybe not for long. The Miz goes out, and I've seen this before. Sami Zayn is looking to fly. Oh my goodness! Beautiful execution there on the Tope Suicida by Sami Zayn. Somersault plancha, and now The Miz is rolled into the ring here, and Sami's going to go for the cover. Just a 2 count, and The Miz is able to kick out. Sami, though, with a somersault once more from the second rope, sending The Miz down. Sami Zayn possibly getting fired up here. Drop kick sends The Miz down, and now it sounds like Sami Zayn definitely has the crowd behind him. And there is yet another Blue Thunderbomb. But this one is unable to do the damage it needs to do. The Miz kicks out of the pin, and now The Miz is up to his feet. Russian leg sweep sends Sami down, and The Miz could be looking now to finish this matchup. Skull-crushing finale. Reversed, though, by Sami. He realizes the danger that he was in. Miz picked up there. Reversal by Sami Zayn. Sami throws The Miz into the corner here, and he could be looking for the Helluva kick. Comes up short there. Maybe had some sort of a mishap there with his footwork, but he's going to still do the damage here to Sami Zayn, to The Miz, with these 10 punches from the top rope. And The Miz now falling to the ground, getting as far away from the turnpost as possible. But the Miz is going to reverse there with the boot into the neck. They're fighting for control here. If The Miz backs himself into that corner, we know exactly what's going to happen. Sami Zayn has him right there. Helluva kick! If he can get the cover here, The Miz is gone. He's toast. Sami Zayn is going to WrestleMania. quite frankly, I did not think there was even a smidget of a chance that The Miz could kick out after the Haluva kick, but he did. The Miz wants the Intercontinental Championship, and he wants it as bad, if not more, than Sami Zayn. And we are finally seeing this side of The Miz that we don't see very often. The Miz wants his championship, and Sami Zayn obviously wants it too. He goes to the top rope, awaiting The Miz here, and Sami with the dropkick, and he misses. The Miz now going to take control. Picking up Sami, going for yet another skull-crushing finale, but this time, The Miz unsuccessful once more, but he's able to land that DDT, and here's the cover. But very surprising, this late in the match, not even a 1 count, Sami Zayn will not be denied. Snap there. Into the reverse chinlock. Sami desperately trying to up the pace of this match. And there he goes with the jawbreaker. The Miz now to his feet. Same as Sami. Elbow received by Sami Zayn. Drags The Miz once again into the corner. The Miz is busted open. Oh my goodness, there was yet another Haluva kick. Sami Zayn looked into the eyes of The Miz and he said, I'm going to WrestleMania. Lands the foot in his face shortly after. And The Miz, 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn is going to WrestleMania. What a matchup we have just witnessed here between these two men who both would love the opportunity to go to WrestleMania. Sami Zayn earned his spot on the road to WrestleMania here tonight, and there is no doubt about it. Sami Zayn is victorious. And as I said just a moment ago, it's now official. Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. Intercontinental Championship at the WrestleMania. And next week we have other WrestleMania implications as we see a fatal 4-way between these 4 men. The winner faces Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. It's Ciampa, Gargano, Hideo, and TJP next week. But right now, it is time for the main event of the evening. Alexa Bliss takes on Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. And that happens right now. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE RAW Women's Championship. And here she is, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair did something unthinkable at Fastlane. She has been consumed by overcompetitiveness and jealousy. Charlotte Flair cost Asuka her undefeated streak. Coming out and giving Alexa Bliss a chance to do something behind Asuka's back, able to pin Asuka in the middle of the ring, but surely she would have not been able to do this without the help of Charlotte. And we have seen this rivalry go on for months now. Charlotte Flair has been obsessed with defeating Asuka. Charlotte Flair was unable to get the job done though. At Clash of Champions, we saw the final battle between the two women, and Asuka was able to come out on top. Shortly after, an opportunity was given to Alexa Bliss to be in the matchup at Fastlane to compete for the Raw Women's Championship. Right when it looked like Asuka was about to seal the deal with Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair's music hit and Alexa Bliss was able to capitalize. And whether you like it or not, Alexa Bliss is always going to go down in history as the first woman to beat Asuka in her career after almost a 3-year margin. Such a legendary streak, and surely will go down in the books as one of the greatest streaks of all time. Alexa Bliss is going to let that go to her head, I can assure you that. But one thing that she seemed not to take into account is the fact that this was not all her. If anything, this was all Charlotte. And last week, Charlotte said, if you think you did all this, then you should have no issue facing me in the ring for the Raw Women's Championship. And Alexa Bliss, concerned about her image, obviously said yes. And tonight, now she's going to have to face one hell of a competitor in Charlotte. She's held this championship for 8 days now, and we will see if she can hold on to it any longer as she meets Charlotte right now in the main event of Pibman Games. And there's only one place that you can see action like this, and that is the Pibman Games YouTube channel. And we thank you all for tuning in and watching it. But the time for talk is over. The championship gold above the head of the referee here. It is time to figure out who will be champion at the end of the night. Quick out of the gate, you see an aggressive Alexa Bliss. She realizes who she's in the ring with, so she's going to be as smart as possible here. And Charlotte, man, you see the athleticism, the strength of Charlotte as she's able to grab Alexa by the hair and just manhandle her. Picking up Alexa now. Irish whip to the ropes. And there was a massive super kick by Charlotte. Alexa Bliss is definitely in trouble here. Charlotte in the ring as Alexa Bliss escapes her grasp, and Charlotte going to maybe follow Alexa Bliss out here, but Alexa going to do the smart thing, try to distance herself from Charlotte here. Goes for the clothesline. Looked like both women took the damage there. Elbow received by Charlotte there by Alexa Bliss. Throws the elbow down, and a drop kick sends Alexa to the mat. And now the opposite, Charlotte up to the very top rope, nailing her with that elbow drop. Irish whip to the apron. Alexa Bliss enziguri defends herself from Charlotte, and now to the top rope herself. Drop kick sends Charlotte down. And Alexa Bliss realizes the window here. Here's the cover. Just a 1 count for Alexa Bliss here on Charlotte. But now that she has Charlotte down, she's surely going to take advantage of this situation, try her best to do as much damage as she can possibly do here in this short time span. Charlotte already up to her feet though. Look at the size advantage that Charlotte has over Alexa Bliss here. Alexa able to defend herself here against Charlotte once again, and the elbow sends Charlotte down, but Charlotte's not going to be down for long as she pushes Alexa Bliss seemingly off with her legs there, and there's the cover. Charlotte has the advantage in almost every situation here. Her strength, speed, size. She's genetically superior, and she said that again and again and again. And Alexa Bliss is definitely has to have that thought in her head as she's now manhandled, thrown to the top rope. And what is Charlotte thinking here? Back body drop from the top rope. And that is a long way to fall for any superstar here in Pibman Games. And Charlotte, the woman, to dish it out here on Alexa Bliss. Just toying with Alexa now. Kicking her repeatedly in the back of the head. Now with a reverse chin lock tied in here. Really wrenching down and wearing down Alexa Bliss so that she can get that cover. Has Alexa down there with the swinging neck breaker. And this is not looking good for Alexa Bliss. That is for certain. Beautifully executed moonsault there by Charlotte. Perfect execution. Alexa Bliss is dead weight as she just slams her down on her face. Going for the figure 8, but Alexa able to move it out of it. Kicks her right in the face. Now with the Irish whip sends Charlotte to the ropes. Charlotte able to stop herself, but here's the clothesline by Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss once again has that short time span, that window. She goes up to the top. Here is the Twisted Bliss, the cover. Very close call there. Charlotte almost blew it. And Alexa Bliss is not happy, going to confront the referee here after Charlotte was able to kick out of her finishing maneuver, the Twisted Bliss. Charlotte to her feet with the hands of Alexa now. Sends her into the ropes. The chop is blocked. And now Charlotte, back body drop, taking advantage once more. Alexa in trouble. Kick out at 2 by Alexa, and she's still the RAW Women's Champion. Charlotte to the second rope now, calling for Alexa. Drop kick sends her down, and we saw Alexa do something very similar to that earlier in this match, and there's the payback. Drops the knee now on Alexa Bliss's face. And she is just dealing some damage, dealing out some punishment here. Picking up Alexa. Snapmare sends her down. And now has her in a head scissor. Charlotte maneuvering it there, able to flip her over. Yet again, and this not only cuts off the arrow, but also really confuses you because you're not really sure where you're at. But Alexa able to get out there. Very good for her because she could not be in that for very long. Alexa completely disrespected here by Charlotte, and she realizes it. Able to reverse that chop, and here's the cover. 1, 2. Almost a steal there from Alexa Bliss. But there was the spear by the genetically superior Charlotte. And that was all she wrote. Charlotte is your new RAW Women's Champion as she heads in directly to Wrestlemania. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we saw exactly what we thought would happen. Charlotte dethroning Alexa Bliss. And now the question is, Asuka, what are you going to do about what Charlotte did to you? Is this going to carry on to WrestleMania? Is Asuka going to earn her Raw Women's Championship back from Charlotte Flair? Only time will tell. We are just 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. Charlotte, your new Raw Women's Champion. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around. It was a great night of action, as always. WrestleMania, the 2-day extravaganza, is just 3 weeks away, so make sure to keep tuning in, same place, same time. I am the Pibman, you are the Pibmen, and this has been Pibman Games.